100 days of YouTube. Man, where do I start? I guess I should start by saying thank you for continuously supporting me on my journey. That should be where I should really begin. 100 days, you know, it doesn't seem like a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, I've done 20 videos now, coming up with this one on the channel, so it's been an experience to say the least. I always forget to say my slogan. Thanks for joining me on my flipping adventure. But yeah, liking and subscribing and just general support for the channel. Thank you very much for that. I do really appreciate it. Throughout this video, I'm probably going to put in some clips of old videos. You just don't have me sat here all the time. So going through this 100-day process, it's been a lot of ups and downs. So what do I think about YouTube? Well, in itself, I've really enjoyed the process. Like I say, it's been highs and lows. I think the lowest really is when you work really hard at a video and it doesn't seem to get a lift off at all. But I've learned to accept that now, because really you can't win them all. So yeah, it can be disheartening when you don't get a great video, but at the same time you can do another video and it sort of kicks off. There's always a good fun feeling and a positive sort of vibe when it comes to that. I think YouTube is not for the faint-hearted. I think a lot of people go into YouTube thinking, I'm going to make millions, it's going to be super simple. That's not the case. I think some people have a niche and find a niche quite early on where they can get a good following, and then sometimes it can peter off, and I see quite a lot of YouTubers that start off, sort of do maybe 15 videos, don't see many rewards coming from it, maybe don't get monetized, and then they sort of just stop doing it at all, which I think is bad really, because it does take a little bit of time for things to roll off. So it's like the rewards don't really start, but then you sort of get this sort of gradual sort of increase, and then you'll reach your potential and potentially you can go further. But some people have got this idea of them being the next Mr. Beast, or PewDiePie or something like that, and thinking, oh, I'm going to explode, I'm going to make a lot of money from this. It's not really the case. I won't be monetized for a very long time, if at all. I don't really put enough videos out. I'm doing about one every 5 days at the moment. I'd like to do more, but obviously I've got a lot of other things to do. Like I said, I'm a newborn. I've got a newborn. She's not really a newborn, she's 14 months, and I work full time, so it's just my side thing which I do for fun. So yeah, if it doesn't get monetized, it's no problem. I just enjoy doing it. As I just highlighted, there are pros and cons. There's a lot of fun. I can go back through quite a few of my videos and think, I really enjoyed that. So there's the prospect of a prize thing, which is monetization, where you can make money from your videos and whatnot. Supplementary sort of amounts of money. It can be, in most cases, very, very little amounts. It can be quite a lot. Depends on how often you do your content and how often, sort of the niche really, and how often you gain new subscribers and whatnot, and the longevity of your videos. The cons, though, like I said, it can be disheartening. It's very time consuming. The editing can be quite laborious, but for me, I find that as a task, as a challenge, because it's something I'm learning. So it's a bit different, but I can imagine when you do it for 4 or 5 years, it becomes more of a you have to do it. It's set down. It's a task that needs to be done, and I can imagine that being quite laborious, quite boring after a while. Hopefully it won't be that for me, because like I said, I'm doing this mainly for fun. Yeah, so I was on about like being disheartened and all that. I think even if I had comments where people were saying, oh, this is where you can improve, how would you go about doing things, and I think I probably appreciate that. I think one of the cons for me is, at the moment, is comments. I'm not so concerned about relatively even harsh comments. I think usually feedback is more positive than silence. So if you guys have any sort of indications into what I should do, you know, what I should change, if it sort of fits in with my sort of mantra and sort of my wanting to go in the direction of my videos, then I'll certainly look and maybe introduce them as well. But yeah, there's always room for improvement. But then I could put that into a spin of positive sort of behaviour in terms of I'm still learning, and learning for me is one of the positives when it comes to YouTube, because I knew nothing when I first started this. I still don't even know how to do a good thumbnail. That's probably where I'm making most of my errors. But I never knew how to edit. I certainly didn't know how to video. I was very frightened. Well, not so much frightened, I think I was nervous about getting in front of a camera. I don't know why. It just didn't feel right being able to speak just to a camera, but I'm slowly getting better. There's still room for improvement. But hopefully, you know, over the course of the next sort of 6 months, years even, it'll get much better. So I'm very fortunate in many aspects. I've got a YouTuber friend, Juicy Pixel, where I can go on multiple walks with. He has a vast wealth of experience and knowledge when it comes to YouTube and the editing game. But then I've also got some great friends who like to go on walks and just to do just things with me. So you've got Adam, family first with Adam. He's you know, he's got such a positive sort of vibe about him, and he's going to be doing his own thing when it comes to being a bit more of an entrepreneur, and doing more for his family, which is great. I got Ritchie as well then, who very athletic, very good guy, loves a good walk. You know, we have a great chat, we have a great sort of time when we're going around. And I've also got family then, so you know, Amy and Ffion will be going out on days out with me, and I'm sure there'll be other people who like to join me. So I'm very fortunate that they're able to join me in this sort of this channel, and allow me to take some of their time up as well. What have I learned so far from YouTube? I would probably say it's hard work. It really is hard work. You can never, you know, be extremely consistent. If you do, you're either not working, or you know, you don't have other priorities such as, you know, family and everything like that. It's, like I said, it's very time consuming. By the time you do all the editing, you do the video itself, and you try and make time then to upload it as well, it can take several hours of your week away. I'm trying not to put a negative spin on anything, because I think a lot of new YouTubers need to know these sort of things before really getting into it. Like this, you've got a lot of these people that are, you know, making a lot of money from YouTube, or have multiple channels on the go. These guys do it for a full-time professional sort of thing, and they know what they're doing. They've been in the business for quite a while. So if you're a new YouTuber, you're not getting many subscribers, you're not getting many views, don't feel disheartened, because I'm in that boat as it is. But you just look at it and you think, well, it's going to get better over time. You're going to find your niche, you're going to find your following, you're going to find your group, and then you're going to thrive. And hopefully we'll all be in the same boat. I can look at this now, maybe at the end of the year, maybe in the end of 2 years, and look back and think, do you know what, that grind at the start become more rewarding as it went on. Talking about the grind, like I said, it's going to take years for you to craft and grind and get through all the hard phases to hit the monetization, to get a consistent reward, to have that following, to have that community which you really want as a YouTuber. But you always got to remember, you're competing against a lot of other people. You're competing now, especially against sort of the brain rot, sort of AI sort of style videos as well. Because at the end of the day, YouTube basically, you're having people watch you, and it's their time which you're taking. And as everyone knows, time is the most precious thing you can have. So you are competing for people's time, and to be able to compete against some of the big guns, to be able to compete against these AI sort of videos, you are up against it until you get your following, until you get that, you know, group of individuals that really like and consistently watch your videos. And hopefully I'm going to get some of those myself. I know I do have a few that watch every video already, so thank you very much for that, by the way. As I've said, I've only done sort of a video one every 5 days. I can do more. I'm fairly certain I can do more. The sales ones, I can do a lot more of them. It's just there's so much going on when it comes to the sales. So you got like obviously finding the items, you've got to upload them. There's the process of trying to get them sold. There's so many more aspects when it comes to it. The walk-in ones are great, but they take a whole morning up to do the video itself. It's fantastic exercise. It's lovely to get out there. I've got some beautiful scenery around this area, but it does take time. So you got to remember, don't burn yourself out. It's the main thing I would say. At any means, don't think I've got to do this, because YouTube, unless you're doing it solely for monetization, it's something you don't have to do. It should be more fun. It should be more interactive. You should be enjoying yourself while doing it, because at the end of the day, I think myself personally, you can see through the character you build up when you're not happy. So yeah, just enjoy yourself. I've learned to set realistic targets. So remember to set them quite low. You know, if you're going to set yourself really high targets, you know, you're doomed to fail. And failure, especially when you get disheartened when it comes to videos, you know, not hitting your targets, not hitting the spot where you want them to be, it's going to create more pressure, and it's going to make you either do more desperate sort of videos, or you're just going to finish in total. You don't really want to do that. Like for me, myself, these first 100 days, there have been their ups and downs. Like I had the DJI video did over 1,000 views, which was, you know, phenomenal, I thought. In the grand scheme of things, when you've got a lot of people out there doing 20, 30, 40,000 views a video, it doesn't seem like much, but to me it seems like a lot. I did spend quite a lot of time on the 4 waterfalls video, which didn't hit home, which I was a bit disheartened about, because I really enjoyed doing that video. It was a great day out. Still very fresh into YouTube then as well, but you know, the day overall I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a fantastic experience, and it was nice to have that little boys trip with Arron. Made it all more worthwhile. We're both knackered after it though, but it was a good day out. So going by targets, so I set myself quite a low target. So ideally I wanted to just get about 100 subscribers. More regular watching subscribers than anything else, maybe 100, maybe 120. I wasn't really that bothered about the watch hours. I don't really go into the analytics because it can be quite disheartening as well. So another thing I would say is not to keep checking your viewers, your CRT times, you know, your watch rate, your impressions. They're all really important, but they're not important for new YouTubers. It's something you should be looking at down the line, especially when you want to go into the monetization sort of process. But yeah, super happy about getting 1,000 views on a video. Really happy to get 50 subscribers, to be honest. You know, it's a great feeling when you hit certain milestones. So hopefully my next milestone will be to get another 1,000 view video and to hit my sort of subscriber sort of target. But I've set that for the whole year, so there's no rush. I'm in no rush, and hopefully you guys are quite content with the amount of videos I put up as I do now. I'm going to set a reminder here actually to my future self to say keep going. Mainly, there's no rush. If you're doing really well, you're doing really well. If you're sort of barely scratching the surface, keep going at it. You know, you're enjoying it. I'm sure you are, because I know I'm enjoying it now. There's so much things to do, there's so many places to go, and eventually you're going to be rewarded with more trips away with the family, with being able to do more things with the family. Yes, you're going to be recording it, but you know, you'll be able to watch it back, and your close friends, you know, your subscribers will be able to watch you, watch your family grow, and watch yourself grow as well as a YouTuber and as a person, I'd say. So keep at it. I'm glad I spent an extra couple of quid on getting a drone, because it allowed me to do more footage for you guys and more footage for myself. I actually really enjoy using it. I I don't tend to spend money on myself. I've always been a bit frugal when it comes to money, and I just thought, you know what, I'm going to splurge a little bit, and doing that has allowed me to expand my videos and allow you guys to see more of the beauty that we should have around here. Don't get me wrong, I'm still very fresh at using it, very green, but hopefully I'll be able to get more content, better content for you guys as well. But this actually brings me around to my final thing, which I want to say. Yeah, 100 days of YouTube, it's great. I do love it, and I'm really enjoying it. There's so many positives I can take from it. Obviously there are some negatives, it can be quite stressful, but I just want to thank everyone for watching, for everyone for subscribing, future subscribers, thank you very much as well. Everyone's liked, watched, you know, just spent some of their time watching my videos, how silly they are. Again guys, thank you very much for some of your time. If you can like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know how your first 100 days went, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much.